What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Man vs. Deer video. In today's video, we're making some jalapeno and cheddar venison summer sausage. Let's get after it.
This is probably one of my bigger bucks to date.
Guys, I cannot believe that actually worked.
Looks like a double long shot.
It was hot, really hot.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure you smack that subscribe button. Definitely like the video, and for sure, leave a comment. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. Like I said earlier, we are making some summer sausage. This is going to be my first attempt ever at making this, and I'm super excited. I've done a lot of my homework, and I think we're going to make something that's really, really good. So to kick this video off, I'm just going to go for a basic overview of the ingredients we're going to be using in our summer sausage. I have some delicious looking venison right here, and what I did with this venison is I actually ground it with some pork sausage in a 2-to-1 ratio. So 2 parts venison, 1 part sausage. You have to have some fat in summer sausage. It's non-negotiable, so I put some pork sausage in there. And if you guys want to watch the video where I harvested this deer, I'm going to link that right here. The next thing I got is some high temp cheese. This cheese is actually made to smoke or be used in things like summer sausage. And I got the hot pepper variety, and it's supposed to be like a 10% cheese to meat ratio. And what I've done is I just put in about the same amount of cheese as I'm going to put in jalapenos, which is my next ingredient. I got a bunch of fresh jalapenos. I got about 7 good sized jalapenos chunked up, and I'm ready to go on our mixture here. I have pre-measured and got our seasoning and our cure right here. And for the seasoning and cure, I'm just using the LEM Backwoods Summer Sausage Blend. And then that also calls for about 7 ounces of water. Now for our casings, I got LEM casings. These things will hold about 3 pounds of meat a piece. So I've only got 2 of them. I'm thinking with 7 pounds of meat, I'll be able to get by with just 2. And if not, I'll throw a 3rd one in and soak it. But these things actually soaked in warm water for about 30 minutes prior to this point right here. So basically what we're going to do to get started is I am going to have to combine everything into this bowl and mix it. I'm going to mix it by hand. That's going to take just a little bit to do. I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to start by putting my water in here so that everything else will be nice and easy to mix. I'm going to follow that with my seasoning, and I'm just going to kind of sprinkle this all over. Follow that with my jalapeno peppers. And then I've got my high temp cheddar. Alright guys, we got our sausage mixed. That took about 5 minutes, and you really want to work all those ingredients in there so your sausage has a nice consistent taste. I mixed for about 5 minutes straight with both hands, kind of doing a grabby twisty motion, and then I would flip it upside down and do the same thing. You want to keep all the ingredients cold so your fat doesn't start to render. If it starts to get too warm or it takes you too long, don't be afraid to put it back in the fridge or back, even in the freezer for a minute to cool it down real fast, and then continue working with it. But make sure that everything stays cool. Make sure you get everything mixed super, super thoroughly. So we're to the point now where we are ready to put everything into our sausage stuffer. The sausage stuffer I got is actually an LEM sausage stuffer. It's called the Mighty Bite. Super quick and super easy to assemble. And basically I'm just going to take this canister out. I'm going to load it full of sausage, and then we're going to stuff some casings. Alright guys, so the sausage stuffer is full. We got our casing here. We are ready to load some meat into this casing. Basically, I'm going to start cranking this down. And from everything I've read, you want the sausage to be at the end of the stuffing tube before you put your casing in. So that's what we're going to do, is run this sausage all the way down. And you can see it coming through here. And we're going to stop it right at the end of the tube. Let's get it going a little bit. At this point, we are going to slide the casing directly over the tube. Just like so. And we're going to keep sliding and keep sliding and keep sliding until we hit the end of it. And we're going to keep a pretty good amount of tension on here. We want to pack these things fairly tight, and we're just going to start stuffing it. Ooh, get some backlash there. Make sure that we have enough left to tie this and twist it shut. So we're going to give this a good twist. And I actually had some butcher's twine over there. After I twist it, I'm just going to give it a couple of wraps. Make sure it stays tight. And then I'm going to tie it off. Simple 2 overhands. And there is our first tube. It feels a little soft. I'm no expert on this, so I'm going to try to pack the next one tighter. But that's our first tube. Let's go ahead and stuff the second one. Okay guys, well that's pretty much it for this part of the video. After you get these casings stuffed, you're supposed to let them sit for 24 hours or at least overnight in the fridge to give that cure a little bit of time to set in and to give these casings a little bit of time to solidify. Out of the probably 8 pounds of product I had, 7 of which was meat and then probably another pound of water, jalapenos, and cheddar, I was able to get 2 and about a half casings, which is going to be quite a bit of summer sausage and hopefully some great summer sausage if it turns out. So I'm going to get these things in the fridge and we will pick this video back up tomorrow when these bad boys are ready to go on the smoker.
Alright guys, it's the next day. I got the smoker heating up and we are just about ready to get these bad boys on the smoker. We're using a cabinet style Pit Boss Pro Series and we're using a competition blend of pellets. It is a pellet smoker. I left these things in the casings for just shy of 24 hours so all those flavors can get familiar with themselves and kind of mingle. And they're ready to go in. The casings come with a little string to kind of hang from the smoker, and that's the beauty of a cabinet style smoker is you have all that space you can actually hang these things to avoid grill marks or parts of the sausage getting hotter than other parts. I fashioned these little S-clips out of some heavy gauge wire that I have, so I'm just going to put them like this and then hang them from the grates. We're going to smoke them for a total of 4 hours, and the plan is to start the smoke at 175 and then finish the smoke at 200, and I'm going to pull these bad boys once they hit an internal temp of 165. From there, they're going to go straight to an ice bath, sit in there for about 10 minutes so they stop cooking and cool down, and then we should be sinking our teeth into some of these by the end of the night. Let's get them into the smoker.
Alright guys, it's been a long 5 hours, but these things are finally out of the smoker and we are ready to slice into them. So, a little bit about the smoking process. One, a cabinet smoker like mine does not hold heat as well as a regular smoker, so a smoke that normally would only take 3 to 4 hours took about 4 to 5, and also it is December and I was having trouble holding temp in it, so Most people advise smoking these things at about 185 until they reach 165. I did the majority of this smoke at 225, and at the very tail end, because it had been in the smoker so long, I kicked it up to 250 just to get it finished because they had already been in there so long. Right after they came out of the smoker, they went straight into very cold water, and I let them sit in that for about 20 minutes, took them out and dried them off, sliced into it, and they look absolutely delicious. For my first attempt at making summer sausage, I am super happy with what I've seen so far. The texture seems to be good. There's a good mixture of jalapenos and cheese throughout each one of these. I'm gonna knock a few slices off of this and we're gonna try it. Okay, this is my first attempt at summer sausage. Let's see how I did. I am not gonna lie to you folks, that is pretty good. I think it's gonna get a little bit better when it gets a little bit more chilled. It'll firm up a little bit more once it stays in the freezer. But that hot, high temp cheddar cheese, or whatever kind of cheese it is in there. I've got a good mix of jalapenos in there, and you can see that I've got really good distribution of everything throughout this slice. Get it focused there. And the taste, it was in the smoker long enough, you definitely get a good bite of smoke when you bite into one of these. I am super happy with how this first batch turned out. Well guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I had a blast making this stuff, and I really enjoyed eating it. I hope you guys enjoyed following along. Make sure, if you haven't already, like the video, drop a comment, tell me what kind of videos you guys want to see next, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss new videos when I put them out. I try to do a little bit of everything on the channel. I got some hunting videos, I got some cooking videos, I got some gear videos. You're going to find something that you like. And don't forget that there is a link in the description to my shop. Any purchases made from said shop directly support the channel and help me keep putting out videos like these. I really appreciate you guys watching. I will catch you in the next one.